What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another one. Now in this video, what I want to do is break down for you guys how I'm looking to approach this week in the markets as it relates to options, stocks, and crypto. And you guys already know I got to start with the options because that's how I make the money in these markets. Before I do, shout out to the whole team over at the Discord, especially the guys who are in the options with me because they were killing it on the day. And now check it out. Last Friday, told the team about calls on Nvidia and TSM. For those who got into those plays, they're making a lot of money on the day, right? Because those calls are printing for them. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna throw up a couple of screenshots for you guys so you can see some of the guys hitting almost 100% returns on those moves. Guys, we couldn't have kicked off this week in any better way. And we have a lot of fun over at the Discord, as you guys can see. So if you're not already there, make sure you get yourself down there. Link is in the description below for you guys to go ahead and join us. Right, we're looking to make a lot of money this week and for the rest of the month. So we'll see you guys over there. Now guys, with the options, we're still in a volatile environment. So that means my strategy remains the same. So there's a couple of things I want to highlight for you guys just to give you some guidance for those who are approaching the option market. Now, given this volatile times, and even if it wasn't, just ensuring you're not making forced entries, just ensuring the setups that you're entering into are as clean as possible. And this is what separates the winning traders from the losing traders, guys. It's very easy to get overexcited and want to enter into options on everything, but if you do so, you're making a ton of forced entries, right? So that's how I keep my win rate really high. I'm only entering into setups that are crisp. That's how I keep myself and the team winning. Another thing is exit, guys. Super important. When I'm entering into a trade and I see it move in the direction I want it to move and it's playing out, I'm not going to overstay my welcome, okay? So when it hits my levels, I'm out. Take that capital to the next winning play. Again, it's very easy to want to stay in and be greedy. And then by being greedy, this is how the market takes those returns away from you, okay? So those over the Discord will know I have extreme discipline when it comes to exiting the plays at the right levels, all right? So I'm locking in my profits, keeping my win rate high, and again, just exploring the markets and transferring that capital over to the next winning move. The next thing for you guys is you want to keep a mind on the macro situation because these yields, guys, they're rising. We're heading up to 2%, even though the market right now is turning a blind eye. It's not really watching what's going on with the yields. It will come into the scene at some point in time. It's just not now. It could be tomorrow, it could be later in the week, it could be next week. But these rising yields, they will cause volatility and turbulence in the markets. It's just a matter of time, right? So just keep the overview on the macro situation. Now, I actually get questions from you guys asking what my view is on long-term options. Guys, I don't really enter into long-term options. Very, very rarely will I do so. There's no need for me to do so because the options that I enter into, I keep my expiration dates relatively short because I'm looking for a setup that's playing out very quickly. So when it does, I can make a lot of returns. So there's no need for me to be sitting into an option for it to be doing nothing over weeks and months. Okay, so I like to keep it short and snappy, getting into options which are playing out, moves which are playing out very, very quickly. That's again how I can make more money because if you keep these options for a long period of time, you get that decay over every day, for example. So I don't really need or like to enter into long-term options. Now, stocks. In the last video, I told you guys about 3 stocks on SPG and Enphase as well. Now, on Semiconductor, deliver those earnings. It was a phenomenal print from the company. We saw some good stock price action. As a matter of fact, at the peak, I saw that stock price up almost 12% on the day, all right? So again, team at the Discord did well on that one because we bought in on Friday's close. Now, SPG delivered their earnings tonight. They were okay. We'll see how it moves and see how it shapes up. But SPG was running up into earnings, okay? They were up about 3% on the day. Now, when this happens, guys, often it means that the market is pricing in some good results. So then you might get profit taken on the day of earnings. So that's why playing the earnings game has a degree of randomness or a degree of risk, okay? So that's something to note. Typically, if I'm going to play this earnings lotto, which I rarely do, I want to see that stock declining into earnings. So for example, Enphase, that they were red today, so they're actually declining into earnings. And I told you guys, Enphase has beaten estimates for the last 11 quarters. So if they go ahead and do what they always do and deliver that 12 consecutive beat, they could surprise the market in a good way, and we could see a good shift up in that stock price. So we'll see how things play out for Enphase. It could be interesting because we're in an environment right now, high volatility. We're seeing plays swing wildly. So if there is that upside surprise, you could see that stock price move up quite a bit, right? We saw Snap move up 60%. There are going to be other stocks that move up some big numbers as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be 60%, but we could see some of these growth stocks moving up 15, 20%, whatever the case may be, over the next couple of weeks. For those that are able to deliver strong numbers and also showcase good guidance as well. Going back to On, one thing I forgot to say to you guys, there's only other two semiconductor stocks that I'm interested in that haven't yet delivered their earnings. That is Nvidia and that is Marvell. Two quality semiconductor stocks. So we'll see how things shape out for them over the next couple of weeks. So those are two names to definitely keep on you guys' radars. Let's talk crypto, guys. We're seeing crypto move right now, and we're seeing Bitcoin in the 40s. It's good to see some momentum in crypto, right? We know there was heavy selling pressure in crypto, but as I've been saying to you guys and to the guys over the Discord, we're going to see that rebound just a matter of time. So I have been buying into crypto over the last couple of months while it was on the low, been buying into Ethereum when they're in the mid 2000s, when they're also in the low 2000s as well. Now, I know it's going to be super tempting for you guys to want to go ahead and jump into crypto right now, but you got to be mindful that you don't want to be buying at the wrong end of a pullback. Okay. Now, if you're dollar cost averaging, that's fine. You guys know it doesn't matter. You can buy here. If it drops, you can buy again. I personally, my strategy when it relates to crypto is to be buying when there's heavy selling pressure. That's what I've been doing over the last couple of months. So I'm not necessarily going to be buying into crypto here at these types of levels. I am expecting a retest of the lows that we put in a couple of weeks back in crypto sometime later this year. So I'm just holding ground, being patient and waiting for, that heavy selling pressure again to go ahead and continue buying into my specific crypto positions on the low. So another thing about crypto actually, which is interesting, versus stocks. Now, a lot of stocks are being held down because of their earnings print. For example, like a Facebook, we know they didn't really deliver they didn't deliver numbers that the market liked. So that stock is now being held down. The thing with crypto as an asset class is there's no earnings, guys. There's no earnings for crypto. So if there's heavy selling pressure, it's not driven by earnings that's going to hold them back. So crypto could actually be an interesting asset class for this year in terms of where the market wants to go ahead and, deposit and invest money. So we could actually see some decent moves in crypto this year. We will see. All right, it's a very volatile asset class. As I told you guys, I like to buy them when they're on the low, when there's a lot of fear in the markets, when everybody's selling crypto. That's when I go ahead and add to my positions. So guys, that's what I've got for you in this one. Drop down some comments below and I catch you guys in the next one.